Hey, what's up, fellow Flatmaggots? Welcome back to the Grumble, where all the top maggots hang out. This is session 7 of the £50 buy-in. How far can I go? You know the drill now. I'm the Flatmaggot. Let's get it. Okay, let's get into it. The rollover is 1,478 from the previous session. There's a bit of a voiced-in dealer signature going on at the moment. It's I'm not totally sure about it, but the count is 8 or 9 in its favor. So we're going to go with a voiced-in flat bet here. As it hits 29, 29, 27 follows 29, so let's put a 27 of neighbours tier bet in there too, for good measure. Not sure what this dealer's doing at the moment. And sure enough, it's hit a 27 neighbour number, so we kind of half covered it. We'll go that bet again, just in case it goes 6 of the neighbours, in which case we'll just bolster that a little bit and that'll fully cover our bet. If it goes that way, we're hoping it goes back into voicing though, because we want to weed out the tier numbers that are in that top rail to shore up our count. Oh, and it did stay that side, on the other side of 27. But like I said, our bet's covered this time. Go again, in case it stays over that side. As we're flat betting, the bets are quite small. If it does hit that side, it's covered, we're not losing out. So either side's good. Let's see how consistent she is. Ah, neither. It's an awful lot. Let's go again just in case it goes back to 13. Yeah, back into voicing. So that's spoiled a little bit. The 2 tier numbers and the off lines, it's spoiled our count a little bit. Let's get rid of the tier bets now. I don't think it's likely to go back over there. If anything, it'll probably hit another offline. But we're hoping it stays in our section. And it does. For a minute I thought it was going to stay in tier, but it went in and swung out again. So we've had a bounce in our favour there. We need a run of voicing now before we start pressing anything. So we are still flat betting. Our layout's £19. So it's very conservative bet. Ooh, just in. It's good enough. We'll carry on with the same bet. Need a few more like that under our belt. 12. $36. Still throwing those tears in. I don't want them. How about the skip on the 12? Let's add a bit to that. $19.22. Good as well. Oh, that's a good bobble. Went past it and come back into 12. Bit of skip. Our favourite play, the skip. That's our first one today. Pretty much seen a skip every game, or multiple skips. Ooh, ooh! I thought it was back in there for a repeat. Next door, 35. Okay, 22.19. Let's hope for I hit one of those soon. Nah. Keeps on throwing the odd tier in there. That's not good. You don't want that. You don't want to see that. Let's go again. Twelve's looking good. She's hit 4 times this session, this dealer, I think. 3 at least. Definitely 2. 21. You know what? I fancy that 12. We might just make that our primary number. Especially after it's spun 21. 21 back to front. No, we see that that trait sometimes. 21 back to front. This is 12. Could it possibly? Not quite. Overrun. 18. It's in the right section. We want a few more. Come on. Get there. It was looking good for a brief second, and then it carried on, flicked on. Still on our section though, which is good. And T air is not. Let's get rid of that 18. No skip on that. That took a terrible edge, didn't it? It was on its way into our section, took an edge and bounced all the way back into tier. I'm gonna stick with it. 13-11 combo maybe? He needs to hit a voice in this time. Oh, nice. That's the voicing we wanted to hit. That little last second flick, because it was in 3. 26-3 and then it flicked out straight into ours. Perfect. Nice. Let's press that. 13, 12, 11. That's why I put that in there. 13 repeats, so we've got like 13 on the neighbours chalked up there as well, just in case it goes that side. And it does. 13 neighbour, 27. Covered our bet. Didn't lose out a great deal there. Cost us 150. Come on, how about a skip on 12 again? Oh, dealer change. That might change things. I have to see what this dealer does. That was the last spin of the previous dealer. Yeah, we need to see what this dealer does now. I'm going to stick with the bet. Which way is she going to go? Ooh. I thought that was in then. This dealer almost hit our number first spin. Next door. Let's get rid of our tier. Man, that would have been good. That would have made it a real short session, because I'd have been thinking about wrapping it up if we'd have hit that. Oh, where's that going? No brakes. Should have left my tier bet on. Yeah, what was I thinking? 28-11, so it would have been... My thinking would have been it would have been on the other side of the board, and I should have left it on, really. So what's she going to do this time? She's going to go 6 on neighbours. Stick on that side. Hope not. Again, no brakes. Just what we didn't want. 6 on the neighbours. We put it back on. Just leave it off. Don't go back into 13. Oof, almost went back to the same place. It stuttered. Luckily, just made it into our section. Stay with this. Ball's good. Needs to just keep making its way around. Don't see any patterns here, so we are just hoping for it to go back into our section. No, no man's land. Both lines. So bet. 22's not doing anything. 19's not really done anything for us either. I'll have to get rid of that next go. Go on. Oof. Almost. 35. Need some support here. Oh, 35, 11. Don't do it. Near my big mouth. 11 comes after 35. 11 follows 35 or 28. Sometimes you just don't think of it fast enough. Don't stay over that side. Go back to 35. That'll do. 18. $11, 18, 29. Let's just move that from there to there. 3's a weak number, but it's a neighbour's bet for us. But it is weak. Nowhere near. Come on. Round and round it goes. Where it land, nobody knows. Come on. Oh. Perfect. That's what I'm talking about. Do I put any more on it? Why not? Let's go for the repeat. Ooh. Bit of a tease there. 29. I just took it off there, shifted it, but still a decent hit. Good support. Let's go 12, 12. Let's have the skip. This is where we need it. Any chance? No. I'll keep the same bet. Yep. 29 minus 1, 28. What's next to 28? 12. Do we leave 12 on there? Should I take a bit off? Let's go with it. Oof, 35. That was a wild bounce. Right, let's go again. 35, 11, maybe. Well, it might stay in the same place. Let's take a bit off 12. Make it even 10. Let's put in a little tier bet to cover the 11 just in case it comes in. I'm not going to do much, but it does help us a little bit. We don't lose quite as much. We want to go back to 35 in the neighbours. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. Bang in the neighbour. Beautiful. Let's go again. Let's get rid of these. Blimey, that went quick. Ooh, 28. The other neighbour. Almost back into 12. Let's press. This is the time to press. We'll have a little go at it. 35, 12, 28. One after the other. Come on, back into 12. Ah, nowhere near. Opposite side of the board. We'll look for the skip. Come on, if there's a time to hit 12, this is the time. Pressed. 15. This will put us right up there. Ooh. Ooh! 28 again. What a nice little edge. Look, hit the skip on 28. Let's go again. Now we need to be careful here. We mustn't get carried away. We've hit a 35, 12, 28, and then we hit the skip on 28. It's too good. Let's see what happens here. We need to think about closing this out. This could go cold really quick. Come on. A little bit more. Okay, 6. Back to 28. Skip again. Let's be cautious here. We'll keep the elevated bet on 12 just in case it comes back in. We'll think about closing this out. If we don't hit, we'll stop. If we hit, we'll carry on like we normally do, and we'll just carry on until we hit that bullet. Go on. It's a support and hit. We'll carry on. Come on. 26. More support. That's good. Oh, terrible edge. Terrible edge. 20. Okay. Should we wrap this up? Gambling me says to carry on. Let's do one more. It goes back to 26. Let's do one more. Well, this is bad. It's a case of do as I say, not as I do. If it misses this time, we'll stop. And it has. Look at that. 6 minus 20 is 6. 26 minus 20 is 6. Would you believe it? Yeah. Let's call it there. Let's have a look and see what would have happened. We're watching for a cut of 3 spins. Don't be hitting 12 now. Oof. I'm gonna say I'm quite confident that it's not gonna carry on hitting our section. Quite often, more often than not, when you hit numbers like that in succession, it goes cold. I've been there before. About 27, neighbour of 6. That'll do us. I've seen enough there. Let's just call it. It's a wrap. Into the summary as usual. Let's get the numbers done first. So the rollover was £1,478, finishing up at 2,196, giving us the new biggest plus of £718. A great result. our new biggest win during this session. So how did we get there? Let's break it down. Basically, it was a combination of things we'd seen and done in previous sessions. We saw the presence of a dealer signature, we took our time and built the layout up gradually, good support and hits, and above all, the primary we picked turned out to be a great number. So the dealer signature wasn't the strongest we've seen to date, but it was evident the dealer was hitting one number in particular, right from the word go, and that was 12. There was some mileage in picking this as our primary. I'll explain more about this in a minute. The wheel was kind to us today, didn't eat too many bullets between hitting our primary, and went on to have a short concentrated succession of hits towards the end where the dealer was section shooting within 4 numbers, which made a significant contribution to the win, and we made a quick decision to close out in the usual way to secure our gains. Now going back to why I picked 12 as a primary, this was on the basis of seeing a recurring pattern that I come across regular. When a particular number is hit regular in the time frame we are looking at or playing in, I class this as a run on a hot number. On average, a run like this sees a number being hit 7 or 8 times before going cold. Sometimes the run can last up to 10 hits, but seldom more, and this is regardless of whether a dealer change has taken place or not. When I made this play today, the 12 had been hit 6 times or so. Taking into consideration the number of times this had been hit by the previous dealer too, and the hits by the dealer spinning at the time, I was hoping for it to come up a couple more times. Again, I must emphasize the fact that these are only my observations and opinions. It does not mean it works all of the time. We are merely looking at anything that gives us an edge on the house. I also made the decision to close out so quickly based on the fact that after a run of consecutive numbers so tight, which included our primary, it often goes cold. We either need to rein in the size of our bet if we're to carry on, or just stop. Another significant milestone today is that we broke the £2,000 mark. Now, not bad since the buy-in at the start was only £50. Now, I need to remind everyone at this point that for every second remains in your account or not cashed up and walked out of the casino, the money isn't yours. There is always a very likely chance you can give it all back. So we need to make a withdrawal and make the win official. I said I would give it some thought in the last session, and here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to withdraw £1,500. Now that's £1,500. I could just put it into my bank account, but from a channel point of view, how boring would that be? So what should I do with it? Let me know in the comments if you have any suggestions, but be quick, I have a couple ideas in mind already. When I'm done, I'll make a little vid for you all so you can see, but until then, thanks for watching, catch you all in session 8, bet smart, bet safe.